What's going on, YouTube? Doubt anyone's going to be here at this hour, and that's okay. Just want to do a real quick little update. We'll see if anyone pops in before I do that, however. Uh, mostly, I'm going to be honest with you. Mostly, I'm doing a live because I was too lazy to make a video and get into the vault and dig out all the props, so to speak. And I was also supposed to do some homework. What's up, Wesley Hill? Good morning. Thanks for coming in. So I need to do a little homework. There's a guy that makes content, and everyone knows who he is. And I really just don't want to sit through his videos to get his quotes down. I wasn't feeling it. What's up, Snoopy Snacks? Good morning. Um, so wow, 5 people? That's nuts. Don't you people sleep? I never stream alone, but we're gonna do it today. This is the second time in history. Um, so I guess there's enough people in here now since it's so late or so early. Monday, I will be doing a live 5:15 Pacific with Supreme Ginger Stacker. That'll be a lot of fun. But Wednesday, I will be doing a live stream on this channel at 3 o'clock Pacific. God, I hope I get off work in time. I wasn't supposed to work that day. With none other than Salivate Metal. Drop a 1 in the chat if you guys have ever heard of Sal, guys and gals. I'm pretty sure you have. I'm about an hour. Hello, Thule. Anyway, so Sal actually mentioned that in the chat, and we had he did a live stream earlier, well, yesterday, but I call it today because I haven't been to bed yet. And he's like, check out Constitutional on Wednesday, in his Sal voice, and then he was talking about growing his channel. I was like, don't worry. I said, don't worry, Sal, you're gonna blow up after Wednesday. And I said I was totally joking, and we had fun with it. He goes, that's right. He goes, I'm using Constitutional to get big. So that'll be fun. That'll be Wednesday. So hopefully y'all can catch that. Sal's a great supporter of the community, great member of the community. And I'm just elated to have him on the show coming up. So hopefully y'all can catch that. I can't believe there's 8 of you folks. Everybody up early or is everybody up late? Because I haven't been to bed yet, not gonna lie. It's 1:38 my time. So are y'all like up having coffee for the day? What's going on? Curious. Been up since 1. Midwest. Yeah, Thule, I have an affinity for the Midwest. I spent summers and a couple winters, but most of it, and those were harsh. What's up, Jerry? How you doing, brother? Did you catch the announcement about Sal and Ginger Stacker? That'll be a lot of fun. I spent summers in the Midwest, and I was young, and I absolutely loved the Midwest. No sleep till Brooklyn. Beastie Boys. What's up, JK? JK is always like, JK doesn't sleep. JK is a freaking machine. So anyway, for those of you who just got here, because now we're up to 10, this is going to be short. I'm supposed to be doing homework. I'm going to hammer a guy that everyone knows that I can't stand. And I don't want to watch his videos to get the direct quotes because I want my information to be factual. So I'm up doing this now. I did get some mail out to Mountain and to Pirate tonight. It's in the box, so if they happen to catch this, it's on its way. It'll be leaving tomorrow. Keep your eye out. Yeah, Supreme Ginger Stacker is going to be on Monday, 5:15 Pacific, and Sal will be on Wednesday, 3 p.m. Pacific. So it's going to be awesome. I don't know if y'all caught Sal's live yesterday. He had this bot in there, and I could tell he was like, what? And you can't go back and see it now. Or maybe you can, but I went back to look, and the live. Sometimes YouTube doesn't post live chats after the fact. What's up, Nickel? You want to come up on panel? I mean, we have a lot of fun. I've been wondering where you were. See, you didn't do a live tonight, so I had to. So thanks a lot for that. But there was a bot in his chat, and it kept saying Mr. Bugles or whatever. It kept saying Bugles for the win, and it every time someone timed out that account, another one would pop up. So I think it got in there like 10 or 20 times under different accounts. It was crazy. Very bizarre. Very bizarre. I could tell it sounds like I've never seen anything like this, and I haven't either. I'm not sure why, what they were hoping to gain. I'm not sure. You got my number. Who's got your number? Oh, Snoopy. Okay. I would say that's cool. So JK, I was on my way to work when Sal was streaming, so I only caught, I don't know, half hour or so. Did that bot come back again when you were in there? I'm very, very curious about that. I think Nickel, you should do me a favor, and you should check your email. I'm sending something right now. And I was watching your live that you did about Jake. I love Jake, man. Prosperity. I've been wondering what happened to him too, and that's good to know. I did not know that. So you are not the only one. I just didn't get your notification because that was your 4th video that day, I think you said. So I didn't see. Oh, you would, dude. You would have noticed, JK. You trust me. You would have noticed. It was every message just totally clogging up the chat. It was insane. So anyway, that was fun. We were all perplexed. I've never seen anything like that. Something else I want to do a video coming up on soon is we are not far away from August. Does anybody know what happens toward the end of August? Anybody? This is going to be a really important one. Did Nickel do a live tonight? Or last night? Maybe I caught it. I don't even pay attention to the dates. And sometimes I rewatch some of them because I enjoy them. No, not September, August. Late August. Did I get a video? So Snoopy, did you get a video on it? Boy, my eyes are bad. No, so you got your brick. You got Mexico wanting to join BRICS now. You've got France wanting to join BRICS. I mean, it's BRICS plus 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 plus. So I'm getting real concerned about that. I see. Yeah. Oh yeah, Nickel, your test. Did you check your email, Nickel? I did. I saw your little test. What did you think? Because I know you talked about it. Nickel did. I missed it because the T is still. See, I didn't. I never even got a notification. Of course, I wasn't on YouTube a lot. I was actually working for once when I was at work. I'm trying not to make a habit of that. Nickel, have you checked your email? Hello. I have questions. I want to know. So let's see. Boy, you folks don't sleep. The Millennial Money, good morning. Thanks for coming in. We got we got some new names I don't recognize, like Wesley. I know Snoopy, but I haven't caught her in here. I went by one of yours recently. JK, he's a regular. Tuali, she's becoming a regular. Jerry's a solid G. Yeah, Jerry, August, the BRICS Summit. What's up there, Yukon Cornelius?
I'm still trying to find that page again. Let me see. Wait a minute. Is it this one?
What page?
Nope. This one? Wait a minute. It's taking a while for it to load.
Apparently, I don't think you realize.
I don't see that.
You're on here. We see it.
I see a white page.
Well, I don't know. What are you eating?
Oh, I was eating waffles.
That sounds good. You Southern Midwesterners, you like fried chicken and waffles, do you not?
No. Where is it?
So I was just talking a little bit about late August. The BRICS Summit coming up. Now you got Mexico wanting to join. You got France wanting to join. I think Turkey wants to join. Then you got that idiot Dave Ramsey saying, "Oh, Russia's not a very big economy at all. There's nothing to worry about with the dollar. And I was going to do some homework and watch his videos and suffer through it to make my own video just to hammer him because he's getting a lot of questions. And he's telling people, "Oh, the dollar's fine," blah blah blah. He's an idiot, or he's got malintentions. So I'm gonna get his ass. But I didn't want to watch his videos tonight. But it's bothering. The 11th largest economy in the world. That's pretty impressive because there's what 195, 196 countries, and he's telling everyone it's going to be fine.
No, all the agreements that Russia's made with China is the problem because they used to be not bitter enemies, but they had problems with each other, and now they've just Biden has driven those two together, and that's bad stuff.
Oh yeah, and then you got the peace agreement between Iran and Saudi that China brokered. Well, of course, because China wants to sell oil in Chinese yuan. They don't sell it in dollars. China wants Saudi to sell it in yuan. So they're like, hey, you don't need Iran, you don't need the U.S. to protect you from Iran. You guys are going to be friends now. And Saudi's like, oh, okay. So yeah, I think we're in trouble. And I think August, I don't think it's going to happen right away, but I think August is going to be really interesting. And they'll never tell us the whole truth, but I'm curious to see what happens.
Well, the bad thing is if Mexico joins it because
Yep.
that's right in our neck of the woods. So, and you don't want China coming in and out of Mexico. So,
no, and Mexico seems pretty interested to join. And Mexico, a lot of people don't realize this, but Mexico makes a lot more stuff than that we get here. They import a lot more stuff to us than people even realize. Produce, clothing items, a whole bunch of stuff, and people don't even think about that.
silver, they got a lot of silver mines.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So, did you do one last night or no? Other than that test,
That's it. I just did that today.
I didn't get my nickel fixed, but I'm getting it now, so I forgive you.
Yeah, I came in. It was nickel stacking versus nickel stacker.
You're absolutely right, Wesley Hill. That's what I think too. Dave Ramsey's great for getting out of debt. Investment advice, hell no. 100% agree with you.
Well, I think he knows real estate. He knows real
Yeah,
estate.
well, yeah. I agree with that. I mean, the guy doesn't even understand. He blames inflation this time around on a supply chain disruption. Sure, that's going to have something to do with it. He never talks about all the money printing. I mean, he can't be that stupid. He's a smart guy. So I don't know what his deal is, but I just
I've heard that we could manage up to 100 trillion debt, and I just don't see how you could. And that's not counting Social Security, everything else like that, the social stuff. And they're saying that we could probably last until 100 trillion, which I don't see how you could do that. I just don't think that's possible. But I've heard some say that.
Well, and to guys like you and me, it doesn't sound possible, but probably everybody listening, they probably don't sound possible. But if you stop and think about it, the general public doesn't understand anything about precious metal, about real sound money. They just let them keep on kicking the can down the road, and most of the public ain't even the wiser. So maybe they can. But you get the petrodollar dissolving, you get us losing world reserve currency, then it probably won't work because ain't nobody going to want to take our dollars for trade.
Well, everybody's going to want that. Oh, we owe is going to want their money.
Yep.
So we're dead. That's it.
And they're not going to want it in dollars. You know what they're going to do? I think they say up to 70%. Yeah, they always kick the can. That's right. 70% of all the currency ever printed in this country is overseas. So when they start cashing in our treasuries and sending all them dollars back here, man, we're in trouble. Especially if we lose world reserve currency and the petrodollar. Oh, buddy, what's up, evil cowboy?
Hyperinflation will be probably as bad or worse than Germany in the 1930s or 2030s.
It's funny you bring that up because a lot of people don't know this. They got to where they couldn't print enough money to keep up. They started printing it on wood. They started printing it on plastic, whatever they could print it on. And a lot of people don't know that because they just couldn't keep up printing the marks because it was so worthless.
Yeah, I think some people, if they've cold, they just burn it.
I do think that's what they said. A lot of people use it to heat their homes as well because it held no value. I mean, look at Venezuela and Zimbabwe. Those people, they were taking, and this wasn't that long ago. They were taking wheelbarrows and black trash bags full of cash to go buy groceries, and they couldn't spend it fast enough because by the end of the day, it was worth less than it was at the start of the day. What's up, Peter? Good morning. It's insane.
And they ate all the zoo animals.
They what?
They ate the zoo animals.
I didn't hear about that, but it makes sense
Yeah.
if they were starving.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, can you see it? The people coming, them animals, like a lion. Even the lion would probably start to show fear if he knew like there was like 200 people coming at him with knives is going to eat him or something. I wonder what they taste like.
That actually makes sense. I mean, and hungry people will do a lot.
They'll eat each other.
Yeah. You ever seen that movie Alive?
No, I don't. Oh, is that the baby in the carriage? It's a horror movie.
No. This was based on a true story. It was like a soccer team or something. What's the vacation time? They were flying in the Andes Mountains, I think it was, or the Alps. One of the I don't remember. True story. And their plane went down, and nobody came for them. They had to hike their own way out, but they ran out of food in the meantime. So what they had to do, I don't know what I can say on this platform or not, but they took the people who didn't survive and they put them out in the snow to preserve them, and they had to start, using that. So, yeah, when people get hungry, they'll do what it takes. I cannot believe there are 19 people in here at 2:00 in the morning, my time. What is it, 5 a.m. at your time? I guess that makes sense because you got people starting their day over in that neck of the woods.
Yeah, this is when Mr. Popzilla usually comes on if he's going to do it. I don't think he's going to do one tonight. He generally comes on between 3:30 and 5. So
yeah, Pops ain't been doing too many lately. I wonder why.
we did. I was on there. I was on his panel for 6 hours 2 days ago.
I don't know if I saw that one. Yeah, he goes forever.
We started at the very end. We had a contest. He just would play a little bit of a song. I had to tell him the song and who did it. I did pretty good actually. He just pulled them out at random, all different. Could be country, funk, rock, anything. And I think there was only 2 that he had to tell me the song and the artist because I had no clue on. But the rest of them I did pretty well on. And on him,
you're a musical library. I mean, you did how many greatest hits live streams?
Yeah, I almost got 300 greatest hits CDs altogether. So anyway, and so I gave it to him. I gave him Johnny Horton song. He couldn't get either one. And then I gave him Waylon Jennings' Ramblin' Man, and he couldn't get that one. So
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. I like Waylon. So now that there's 19 people in here, Monday, Supreme Ginger Stacker is going to be on the channel, 5:15 Pacific. Wednesday, the goat of goats, Uncle Salivate Metal, will be here, 3:00 Pacific. So if you all aren't doing nothing, make sure you catch that. I was just kind of jumping on here to do a little update. And I mean, there were no live shows going on. So I was like, somebody's got to do something. Conscious isn't doing anything. Nichols not doing nothing.
It's Father's Day coming up, so people might be traveling.
Oh, is that Sunday?
Yeah.
You're right. I forgot all about that. I don't have kids, and I'm an orphan now as of this year, so lost the old man. So I guess I don't think about that. You're right.
Yeah, my dad's dead. So,
what happened to him, if you don't mind sharing?
He got blood cancer, and the woman doctor, the blood cancer person doctor, whatever, she said you got 7 days to live, so you better, if you want to say goodbyes, get everybody in here. So everybody all over the place was coming in, and
7 days.
He died about the 7th day on the nose. She had seen so many cases.
What were his symptoms going in? That's terrible. Sorry to hear that, because your brother had cancer too and passed on.
Yeah, well, no, he had like chest pains, and he just thought it was his ribs were sore or something. Well, it was the cancer in the blood, and it was making his marrow and stuff swell up or something, and it was expanding, and that was the pressure he was feeling. And
Oh,
he went
man.
in. He went. I tell you, they put him on the some type of narcotic. I don't know if it was, I don't think it was an opiate. Anyway, whatever they gave me, I can't remember what it was, but he was fine. Didn't suffer any. His numbers, vital numbers, were great down to like the last day before he died.
Wow, man. So it got your brother and it got you, or I mean, and your dad. So, God, what's up, Monkey King Metals? I hope you got what I sent you when you won my God 2 months ago. Man, that's well. I guess I mean, have you already outlived your brother?
No, I'll be 55 in December, and he was 55 last July when he died. We're coming up pretty soon. It'll be a year he's been dead. So,
Oh
but
man, I didn't know it was that recent. That's terrible.
yeah, he was 55. It was a shock, because and then of course my Chihuahua got diagnosed with cancer the same time my brother did, but my brother didn't tell me he had it until I think after Chico died. And then he said, he said he had cancer. So I think they got diagnosed about the same time. And I was worried about little Chico, but he didn't suffer much either. They put him on that, I call it the pot juice. What
Oh,
you
the
want to call
CBD
it.
or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. And it does work, man. If you got anybody listening, if you got a dog and they've got cancer or something they're in, if they suggest that, you need to get that stuff, because not every place can do it. We can do it here. Probably can do it in California. You probably can do it in, say, Colorado, different states, but you may not be able to do that in every state. But he said we can do that now here, and so I gave it to him, and I'm telling you, I mean, he never cried, like in pain or nothing. So it really helped him his last days too.
I got no idea what
All that happened right there. My brother and my dog. It was about now. My brother lived longer because he got treatments and stuff. Of course, for a dog, you're not going to do that, because even if they could have stopped it, he was already starting to get old. He was only going to probably live at most 2 years more. So
damn, man. That's a country song. I'm sorry. I don't know what Tully means by I got a human. Maybe I missed something in the chat. I got a human. Oh, so you got StreamYard or StreamYard. So there's something I got to tell you about that, because you're a live streaming machine. Are you ready?
what?
You only get 20 hours a month on the free plan.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to find out where the hours are calculated. If you go under billing in your StreamYard window, it'll tell you where you're at and when it resets. So, because I mean, you're a machine. You'll burn that up in about 2 days.
Well, no, I won't. I'll try to do it. I can always do my other one on here, and it's only StreamYard on this one here. And I may not even have to. I guess once I accept it, I guess I got to use StreamYard on it.
Well, you don't have to. How do you normally do it? Just do the YouTube live thing?
Yeah.
I've never done that. I've heard horror stories. What do? You just got your camera, you click YouTube live. Is it kind of similar or what?
Yeah. I just can't bring nobody on.
That's what I was wondering. I hear that's when it's a problem, is when you bring people on. So what I probably should have done is I probably should have done the YouTube live thing tonight. Well, no, because I brought you on.
Yeah. So, but no, I won't use it all the time. I'm just going to do. I'll do one with you. I might try to do one with Journey if he wants to do it. I don't know if he will. Tully needs to practice, so maybe she needs to do some with me or something, because she's got to practice to get ready for Yankee.
She's doing one with Yankee.
She will be, yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah. When she was in, oh yeah, you didn't come into the stream. I mean, you didn't come into his giveaway show. Yeah, he promised her that he got her. He said, go to her channel and subscribe, and we're not going forward from this point until she gets to 500. And if she replays it, she'll see him he tells her that. And he said, I'll even help you, because he said now 500 is you can get paid. And he said, I will do a live with you. That's what he said. So he's going to do a live with her.
Wow. Yeah, I guess I'm out of the loop.
I mean,
But
that's big. That's big time.
that's big time.
I've never heard him
just
offer to do a.
I'm just a little channel, so I'm out
Yeah,
of the
but you got
loop.
Sal.
Huh?
You got Sal coming.
Well,
You got Sal.
I got a special relationship with Sal. I mean, not really special, but Sal has a special place in my heart. He's that guy. What's up, Chuck? That guy has just been phenomenal. You know, actually, I don't know if you all know this or not. First time I ever did an appearance on a live show, I had just hit 500 subs. It was Christmas of last year. And y'all know whose show I was on? I came in at the 45-minute mark ish.
It was
And
Sal.
it was Sal. But I'll tell you right now, and I'm gonna tell I never told Sal this, I don't think. I'm gonna tell him on Wednesday. I'm gonna fess up to him. So I was backstage and I got cold feet. I'm not kidding you, I was sweating, I was nervous. So I backed out. And I was like, and then I talked to myself, I'm like, look, quit being a wuss. You got to do this. Granted, it's a big one to start with, but you need to man up and get it under your belt. You're going to go back into the studio and you're going to do it. And I did it. And after I did it, I'm like, I can do anything now. If I can be on there with Sal and not sound too stupid, once I got that done, I was like, that wasn't so bad. You know, and a couple buddies told me, they're like, oh, you did good. You didn't over talk. You didn't sound stupid. Maybe they were just being nice. But once that happened, I was like, all right, I can stream with anybody now. I don't care if what's that dude's name with the guy with all the Mr. Beast or whatever. If you wanted to stream it back, let's rock, baby. You know, once you get that under your belt, you're good to go. So yeah, I broke the ice with Sal.
Yeah, once you do it, it's like once you learn how to ride a bike, you don't fall off anymore.
Right.
So, and then once you get used to doing it, it becomes a habit or a normal, you know.
Well, I got to tell you, lives are becoming kind of my favorite, actually. YouTube keeps messing with me on my lives, but as you know, but lives are actually kind of my favorite now. I don't like shorts. I think shorts are a horrible way to build a channel. They bring you subs, but they don't bring you subs that watch your content, and watch time's the hardest to get.
I would like to interject on that though. Tully's has got really good shorts. I mean, you know, on there, not shorts she's wearing, but no, I mean, she does really good shorts. I mean, I watch hers; they're really good, and she's got quite a few people watching them. You know,
she does do good shorts, and I do. I'm terrible at shorts because I talk too damn much. But what I don't like about shorts and what people don't realize, they bring you subs, they bring you the TikTok crew, and the TikTok crew doesn't have an attention span. So they'll bring you a lot of subs, but those subs will never watch your actual long videos, your real videos. And short views don't count toward public watch hours overall. So that's the problem. It brings you subs that never watch, and that only gets you so far. Watch time is really, really what's important. So, you know, I'm glad I don't like doing shorts because I've known a couple guys who built their channels on shorts and they're struggling to get monetized because they got a bunch of subs, but they got no watch hours because those people, the majority of them, don't watch content. So I'm glad I don't like shorts, to be honest with you.
I wonder.
I mean, I like watching them. I don't like doing them.
Well, I didn't check Tully's page today to see how many subs she's got, but I'm sure she's over 600. I knew she would be.
I think she's at 10,000 by now with the rate she's been going.
Well, I tell you what, if that moron guy that got into sales, that bot guy, whatever he was, if he did that on that GAW of Yankee, it would have been a mess. It would have been because there's so many people in there. I don't know what the mods would have done on that. I don't know. I mean, I hope that don't happen in there because it was a mess. And he was jamming me up. I couldn't write anything, and and the sound would go off. And I couldn't hear what Sal was saying and stuff like that. So I don't know what he did on there, but he sure screwed stuff up on it.
I don't know how he did it. I was telling everyone that story. That was weird. Silver and cigars. We got a heavy hitter in the house now. Check your email, dummy. We're friends. You just ain't paying attention there, Bubba. Oh God. The dog's Gypsy Stacker. Wow. Now I go to Gypsy sometimes, but he never comes to mine. I'm honored. I had 4K watch hours 8 months before I was able to hit 1K followers. See, for me, it was the other way around. I actually hit them both at the same time, but I know a lot of people that, yeah, you did a lot of lives. I know a lot of people that sit away around. They get subs and no watch time. Thanks for coming in, Gypsy. I appreciate it, buddy. Giddy up, as you would say. If y'all don't know Gypsy, go check him out. I mean, I think we all know each other in here, do we not? I think we're all sub to each other. One big happy family, right?
I think.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, there was one person I think in here maybe I didn't recognize.
So, Silver Cigars, he's probably groggy and not giddy up. He says not checking his email apparently, but them dogs been running him rampant. I think. It's like having kids, ain't it? You got any dogs, Nickel?
I just had Chico when he died. I never tried to replace him.
Oh, that's too bad. You think you ever will?
I won't say I won't. I won't say I will. It just depends. If one comes up to the house or a door and it looks lost, and I take care of him, and then nobody claims him, I'd probably keep him.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of have to at that point, you know. It's the right thing to do, isn't it?
Well, I guess if you go to the pound and you're not picked up or chosen, I guess you kind of bite the dust, so to speak. I don't know I forget how many days here they keep them now.
Yeah, I don't even know. Probably not enough. Son of a silver stacker, there's a friggin' heavy hitter. What's up, brother? Wow. Y'all know so son of a silver stacker, he's a smart guy. He breaks down a lot of market current news. So go check him out. I think he's over 7,000. He's a big channel. Some dude, welcome in. Thank you. Dogs pick you. You don't pick a dog. This is true.
I do prefer Chihuahuas because once you have one, you don't know going in how it's going to be. But once you've had them, I think most people stick with them. You know, when they replace Chihuahua with a Chihuahua, and I like them when they're really feisty. You know, most people don't. That's what I like. I like a dog that's feisty. That's why I like Trump, because he's feisty.
Oh, now you're going to get me in trouble. So we got some more people in here that weren't in here before. So I'm going to make the other announcement again. Monday, got Gypsy Supreme Ginger Stacker on here. Can't talk. 5:15 Pacific. Wednesday, Salivate Metal will be on the show. 3 p.m. Pacific. That's going to be a banger. Just not because of me, because of Sal. So if you all are around, make sure you catch it. Oh, yeah. You're welcome, Gypsy. No worries, man. No worries. Wow, I sent out a couple links, but nobody here. We're going to do this. If anybody wants to pop on and say hello, there you go. Click that link. I don't care who you are. I'll talk to you. Nickel will talk to you, I'm sure. Nickel likes it. Nickel talks to himself. He does a pretty good job. You know, I got to say, for solo lives, funny cigars, you're phenomenal. Well, I really enjoy it.
I used to talk to Chico, so I guess it's kind of the same way. I would be talking to him like a person, you know. And so I guess if you talk to yourself or the dog, it's like talking to yourself. It prepares you, I guess.
Look at yeah. Did he talk back?
He bark, he snap, he growl. He was temperamental. He was cute as could be, but the meanest sucker you ever seen, man. You wouldn't think being that cute. That's why people was so. They would like reach for him. He'd like take their hand off. You know, he probably bit 8 people, and never got sued because he was cute, I guess.
What was wrong with him? Why was he like that?
He just had it. He was temperamental. The only one he allowed to pick him up was me, and people were scared to death of him. My dad was scared to death when we came over to visit. He'd get up on the couch, and he knew he was retired, so he like slept forever. And Chico knew it was about time for him to get up. He'd get on the far side of the couch and just put his arms out front, laying there watching. Couldn't wait till he come out of that room. When he did, here he went. And he'd say, get this fool dog away from me. And it was hilarious because my dad was actually scared of him.
Oh, wow. Look who just came in. We got Son of a Silver Stacker. What's up, man?
His mic's off.
Oh, yeah. Your mic is off. He's right.
Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for having me here this morning.
Thank you for coming, brother. How are you, man?
Yeah, good morning to you. Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah.
I can. Yeah. What's the market news today, brother?
Oh, I don't know. I usually don't do anything on Saturdays, but I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good this morning, so I thought I'd join you.
Yeah, good, man. Thanks for coming up. We were supposed to do one a while back, but schedules didn't align. We got to do another one. That was a lot of fun. I had a great time being on
Absolutely.
your show.
You're
So,
awesome, man. I love how you keep it real. You're so real. And, I don't like what YouTube is doing, obviously, about censorship. And, I personally, I don't monetize any of my live videos only because they're watching. You know they are.
Well, it's funny you say that because they demonetized 3 of my shorts like a month and a half ago. They're like, "Oh, it's our mistake." And then my last 2 live streams they demonetized. So what I did was, I mean, what you make like 30 cents on a live stream, 30 cents to $2. That's reality, guys. You don't make much because whoever's in there while you're live, you don't get credit for that. So and no one watches them after the fact. But I put it on private so that they couldn't put ads on my videos, and they fixed it real quick. And I'm like, you know what? That's not
Hmm.
accidental. It's not
Yeah.
accidental at all.
Yeah, it
So
just makes you wonder.
despite what people think, and I confirmed this with Google when I was yelling. I wasn't yelling at them, but when I was like, "Hey, you need to fix this," you do not get credit. So a lot of people think you get watch time and all that stuff. Not during the live. You only get that from those who watch after the fact. And if you go into your analytics, you will find that's very true. Just thought I'd put that out there.
but the markets today, silver had a good day on Friday. It went up 1.3%, I believe. So it's did well. And platinum, it went up today, but it's still under 1,000, so it's still a buy.
I don't have any platinum in the stack. I've added, God, probably 150 ounces of silver in the last month and a half, quarter ounce of gold. What do you think about platinum, son?
Oh
I
boy.
don't have any.
Aren't people picking them up off catalytic converters? That's
Especially
the
out here.
only
I'm just outside of Portland.
that's the only way I know how to get platinum.
That's funny. Um, I don't know. I'm thinking I might need to start adding some platinum to the stack. Anybody in the chat? How do you guys feel about platinum? I mean, I don't have any. It's a smaller market, as far as acquiring it and selling it. That's what concerns me is I don't want to be stuck with something that nobody will buy
Oh my gosh,
at some
right?
point.
That would blow.
Now,
Yeah.
when I've sold it or tried to, of course, it was lower than Money Metals bought it. So
Oh,
I never
really?
had any trouble. The only metal I've had a little bit of trouble selling was rhodium when it skyrocketed up. And then they told me we'll buy it, but we got to have a buyer lined up. In other words, they don't want to be sitting with it.
Good morning,
So,
currency of Earth. If you could drop currency's link to Elise, since you're the link dropper master, that'd be awesome. Go check him out. Sorry, go ahead, Nickel.
so that
Currency
was
of
the only
Earth.
thing. And I had to try a second time or third time, and then they had a buyer lined up, and they bought it. No, I take that back. I didn't get that there. I ended up selling it to someone else. But they would do it. They said they had to get a buyer lined up. And now I remember I got more for it. I actually got more for it by selling it to an individual. So
I talked to my LCS and he said he bought rhodium once. I said, "Would you ever do it again?" And he bought it years ago when it was, I think, 5,000 an ounce. He goes, "Absolutely not." He goes, "It took me forever to sell it."
So is rhodium a stuff hits the fan insurance plan? You know, let's say rhodium does go skyrocketing and stuff hits the fan, and we live in a Mad Max world. Not that we're gonna, but just say we do for sake of argument. That rhodium is going to be pretty pricey. I imagine your best bet would be like constitutional silver, um, only because it's very familiar with people. It's got the United States on it. It's got like denominations on it. Something about really expensive metals. You can't really break them down into fractionals when needed. I mean, unless you can, what is it, melting and then smelting or whatever and resizing them. I couldn't do that myself, but still, I'm sure people can.
well, rhodium, if we had a crisis type thing, bad news,
Yeah.
it is almost 100% industrial. So
wow.
the sales would just collapse. It probably would fall to $600, $700 or something if something like that happened.
The only other thing it's used for that I can think of is, I'm sure you all have heard of white gold. I didn't know this until Adrian at Harry's shop told me, and I looked it up, and it's absolutely true. White gold is just yellow gold coated with rhodium. So that's another use I can think of for it. So industrial and jewelry, as far as I know.
Yeah, they use it in silver. They put a coating of that over the silver rings. That's why when you buy a silver ring today, you don't see it tarnishing. It's because it's got that rhodium layer of rhodium on it.
That makes sense, actually.
And it's good. It's a great thing they did, because the jewelry stays nicer a lot longer. I like it on it.
You know, nickel stacking, you just nailed the head, the nail on the head with the hammer, because you just said silver. I mean, let's face it. How long does it take before silver tones and gets ugly and dirty, and it's not like blast white anymore, right?
Right. Well, coins don't. Silver coins do not have rhodium layers on it, so that's why you see coins do that.
Yeah. Imagine if the United States Mint had, purchases, millions of ounces of silver blanks and have them sitting around for when they need them. Imagine how ugly they'd be and toned they would be.
They'd look like war nickels, probably, which good luck getting those to ever shine again.
Right.
I like war nickels too. I mean, no one ever buys it. I can stack war nickels for $18 an ounce. I get them for $1 a piece. 18 makes an ounce, but nobody will pay you for them, which is unfortunate. But you can't find it. It's hard to find a good looking war nickel. And you can't even clean it if you wanted to. I tried. I was curious. Couldn't be done. Those things just don't. They don't ever look shiny and new, do they?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like my shiny stuff.
I imagine if you found one that was super shiny, you'd get paid.
Well, so just stack it. My buddy in Ohio, we talk, and he actually bought a BU. It's beautiful, a BU war nickel, and he paid too much for it. But I would have bought it too. He paid $6 for it. I would have paid that all day long, just because. I mean, how often do you see? I actually have one in my stack that's a BU. Well, I think, and it's the shiniest thing I ever saw. It's crazy, and I paid $1 for it.
Wow.
I think his is slabbed. Anyway, I don't have a lot. I honestly didn't expect anyone to show up given the time. And I think let me go back in the chat. I want to Chuck Miles said this. He said the same thing. He heard the same thing from his local coin shop about rhodium. Yeah, my guy won't touch it. In fact, I've only seen platinum and palladium in there once. I walked in there one day. He goes, check it out. I guess I sell platinum and palladium now. He goes, I'm not being sarcastic. He goes, someone came in and I bought it. So even platinum and palladium, he just doesn't have much. So that's what steers me away. I wouldn't mind having a little bit in the stack, but other than an online bullion dealer, I think getting rid of it might be an issue if I ever decide I wanted to.
Well, if it gets to 600 or lower again, I'm going to buy probably about 5 ounces of it.
Well, if that happens, I will too.
Because, like I said, the Money Metals, it was these two brothers that buy it. Now, I don't know what they are or what their name was or what they do, but he referred to two brothers. So made me think of the Hunt brothers, matter of fact. And, there's really, I think, only two major mines that mine it. And most of it comes to South Africa. And, of course, South Africa is so unstable. Anything could happen. If the workers walked off the mine, I mean, rhodium could go up 20,000 in a few days, So it's a metal that could get to 75,000 an ounce. It can drop all the way down to under 1,000. So it's kind of a gamble. It really is.
It's pretty volatile for sure.
But if you have money, you don't mind. It won't hurt you to lose. No, I think it's not a bad chance to take with it.
It's just a matter of offloading it. But I agree with you about the platinum. If it goes below, 600 or below, why not? I mean, I still want to buy some as it is. What's it at right now? Excuse me. What's it at right now? Anybody know? About 1,000 last time I looked.
993, I think, an ounce.
And if you guys all remember, what was it? 3-4 years ago, I want to say, maybe 5. Platinum and palladium were switched. Palladium was worth way less. It was worth $700. and platinum was worth more than gold.
Yep.
And now you got that flip because of the automotive industry, mostly, I think. With
You ever play
converters.
D&D?
No, but well, not really. But I've seen people play it, if that counts.
But D&D basically has a monetary system. It has like, the level of coins and the value of the coins, and just silver and gold, and then the other metals. And I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It's kind of early, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that even in D&D, I think platinum and palladium were more expensive than gold.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it here on the
I know
D&D.
historically, platinum is average more than gold historically.
I think that's probably right. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here's the most basic type of treasure is money, including copper pieces, silver pieces, electrum pieces, and electrum basically is copper, gold, and silver, I think, together.
Yes.
Gold
yes.
pieces and then platinum pieces. Okay, so for every copper piece, it takes 10 copper pieces to equal 1 silver piece, and I think it takes 100 maybe gold pieces to make equal 1 platinum piece. So I mean, just in the D&D world, platinum is clearly, like 100 times more expensive than gold pieces are. So, and then to see this, what we're experiencing now, is kind of a head scratcher. But that's all right. I don't know I'm not a professional. I'm not the authority. I just take notes.
Don't worry. There's a description in the video that says we're not financial advisors, which we're not. So
amen to that. Amen to that.
I'm just a metal stacking fanatic. I mean, I'm going to tell you all that I have stacked more. And see, here's what's interesting about YouTube. So you'd never know it because I collect a lot of the same bullion. I love to have the most amount of metal I can have for the cheapest price. So right now I'm buying buffaloes. My last video was about buffaloes because I got away from buying the boring buffaloes. Well, if I got to sell them, I want to be able to offload something that doesn't mean as much to me. So you never know it, but I stack more than ever. A, because 46 is 46, and what's going on with bricks is going on with bricks. And B, I love to stack metal. I'm a machine. But starting this YouTube thing, I feel like I need to have a fair amount of metal to put out, and I need to be adding stuff to the stack all the time. My only problem is I usually add the same stuff to the stack, so you never know.
You know what sold when I did sell in the flea market, the coin that sold the fastest, guess what it was? Silver buffalo.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, they liked them a lot better than the eagles. They would buy them as soon as I put one in there. They would buy it, and I was getting $40 for them back when silver was probably 15 an ounce. So
what?
Yeah, I was getting like 3 times the value of them. Yeah.
So Son of a Silver Stacker does a lot of U.S. Mint stuff, which I dig because I missed that train. So I back when I started stacking in 08, 09, and at the time I always thought to myself, why would I pay $2 or $1 more for an eagle when I could get something cheap for $1 less, get the same amount of silver? And I will say now that was a mistake because of what we just saw happen over the last year or so. I'm telling you guys, if I would have had, I probably had 10 eagles in the stack. No lie. If I would have had 500, 1,000 eagles, I would have taken them. I would have sold them for $40 a piece. Easy. And I would have put so much freaking metal in the stack. So if and when the premiums ever get back down to an acceptable range, I'm backing up the truck and buying eagles this time around because it'll happen again at some point. Maybe not as extreme, but it will happen again.
That's one thing you made a really good point. American Silver Eagles have a very high premium for the last 2.5 years, no doubt about it. And with that said, $45, $40 is what you're going to be paying. But let's be real. Are you going to sell those American Silver Eagles for spot price or $250 over spot or $395 over spot? No, you're going to be making your money back. You're going to spend, you'll charge $15, $16, $20 premium on, whoever sells these from you. So I don't think people will willingly take a hit financially on the Silver Eagles if they sell them at. I just, if you buy the Silver Eagles for 50, you're probably going to sell them for 50 or more as well because they come at a premium. It's remarkable.
People the premiums on them have shot up over the last 4 years, 3 years, just astronomically, and people love their Eagles, and I miss that boat. But if I ever get the chance, I'm gonna jump on that boat. I will because it will happen again where people will pay way too much for them, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not the first time. It was more extreme this last time around, but I seem to remember a time in years prior where people were willing to pay way more than they should for them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure.
I think you'll have a limited window, and that'll probably happen again. If when it goes back down to their normal price, the people will buy the crap out of them, and then here comes the premiums back on there again because that'll just cause the same problem later. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're a U.S. Mint guy. I mean, you keep up with that more than me, son. So the mint's got to be hurting. I mean, they're not doing a lot of business these days, are they? Not compared to prior years.
The problem with the mint is that they have their hands in so many different little pies that they can't really focus and put planchets to each and every single product, at least allocate as many planchets as they'd like. In fact, what we're seeing right now in the American Silver Eagle program is it's probably illegal because they're not making coins to demand. And honestly, it seems like they're making a profit on this program while the legislation calls for them not necessarily to make a profit, but at least to break even. And then after that, they have to make them in the quality and quantity that the public demands. And here we are at 900,000 per month for the last 4 months, not including June. And, that doesn't seem like it's in the quantity that the demand, because let's face it, look at those premiums. So you could make the argument that the mint has not fulfilled its obligations to the American citizens, or really anybody that buys bullion for the last 2.5, 3 years, because look at the premiums. They're outrageous. And, premiums for American Silver Eagles, used to be $3, $4 over spot. And you used to pick them up, and that was cool. That was okay. But here, I mean, we almost got to 100% premium here this last March, April, after the banking collapse. Oh, it's brutal.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't the mint isn't there something where they can only buy silver at current spot price and not a penny more?
Yeah, but that's fine. They go over to LMBA or the Comex and buy their 1,000 or 5,000 ounces, and then they ship it over to I think it is Sunshine Mint, and have them do all the processing and put it into blanks for them. So
right. But I asked because I mean, when during times where silver's not as available or people aren't parting with it as easily, which seems to happen every time I turn around, I imagine they have a sourcing issue because they have to do it at a certain fixed price.
the problem is the pandemic shut them down. They couldn't get this. So the mint's capacity is unlimited. Basically, it's the biggest coin dealer in the world, biggest mint in the world. The problem is that they put all their eggs basically in one basket at the Sunshine Mint in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Maybe they're in Coeur d'Alene, I don't know, but I think they're in Idaho, somewhere in the Pac Northwest. And so because they've only got one supplier for their planchets, that kind of puts them behind the 8 ball if that company, Sunshine Mint, can't fulfill the mint's needs, and I think that's where they're at. They've overcommitted to one supplier.
That makes sense. I do love Sunshine products, though. That's a
Yeah.
great mint, I got to say.
Oh, yeah. Imagine if you owned Sunshine Mint and you were able to sell any of your products for $10, $15 over spot, maybe 5, 10, somewhere in there, not 15. But then you got to sell to the mint for, cost. I don't know. I don't know if you'd be doing those deals all day with the mint. You'd be looking at your other purchasers going, I could make way more money with those.
Well, take the Silvertown Mint. I mean, they sell their stuff is phenomenal too, but they sell it at a premium. God, that's terrible. It's amazing that I can go to a coin shop and get something like I bought a 10-ounce Atmex bar last week. I think it was right. I bought it for less at the coin shop. I bought it for $2.80 than I could from the dealer direct.
Yeah.
Secondhand is the way to go. I'm sorry, but it is.
Yes, it is. Some dude just said here, every time I buy a colorized coin, I just dip it in acetone. You'd be surprised how many people hate colorized American Silver Eagles.
They do. They hate them.
And it's still an ounce of silver, and you can take that colorized coin off. You can clean it somewhat if you just like bullion. Whatever. It's all fun and games.
What about you, Nickel? Do you like colorized?
No, I got a Trump coin that had his hair blonde or something. I took it off. I hate his hairdo.
Oh, I would have left that one. Bright orange. Come on, man. You ruined that one.
And I don't like the color of his hair, and I don't like the way he does it. Man, let's let it go natural. Go white or something. You know, I mean, look your age or something. I can't stand it when he gets his hair dyed.
Oh, that's fun. Chuck, Asahi. I love Asahi. They got these Liberty Freedom rounds. They got their Asahi rounds. I've got a 10-ounce Asahi bar that's just sexy. I need another one. But they also got, if you go on to their website, what is it called? It's not Asahi.com. I think it's Asahi Refiners or Asahi Refining. And I emailed them, and they never got back to me, but they do exist. They got, and I don't care. Gold is gold, silver, silver to me. I don't care if it's bar, coin, round. I do not care. They got these 1-ounce Asahi gold bars. Damn, those are good looking.
Yeah.
Everything Asahi does is just beautiful, in my opinion. Even their buffaloes. In fact, these two buffaloes right here that just came in today. I got 6 ounces that came in today. 20 ounces came in yesterday. 1/4 ounce of gold. But these buffaloes here, these are the Asahis, and man, they're just, everything they do is nice looking. Love Asahi. Email them again. Email who? Oh yeah, I know I should. Well, so Harry told me, Tully, that, and I don't know if he's connected with them, but he's like, I'll order you whatever you want. So I got the best LCS in the world. I'm telling you guys, which is a great thing to have. He even told me one time, I put this in the video. I was like, yeah, I got to shoot a video about silver eagles. I don't really have that many. I got to dig deep. And he goes, oh, take some home for props. I'm like, no, I can't do that. He's like, oh, you're good for it. I never did. But, I mean, that's a good relationship. He goes, I know you'll bring him back. So let that be a lesson to you. Get a good LCS. But, yeah, Asahi is great. Oh, I hear. Oh, which one of you is doing that? That sounds good.
Yes. Let me double the money here.
I love that sound.
It sounds like the song of Money song by Pink Floyd.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and gold don't sound like silver. I will say, I am not an American Gold Eagle guy either. He does have that radio voice. I'm telling you, doesn't he have a great voice? He's got that coffee sipping, good morning voice, and he streams, he drops videos in the morning. I'm telling you, you're absolutely right. But you know, I'm not a huge Gold Eagle fan, but I love the Gold Buffalo. But I will say, gold doesn't sound like silver. But if you got an American Gold Eagle and you ping that thing sounds nice because of the silver in it. And that Gold Eagle. I got to give it to him on that. Have you ever heard that thing ping? Oof. It almost sounds as good as silver.
You know, I heard something about the Japanese silver. The reason why it's so amazing, even to this day, is that they learned from some Europeans how to refine silver, and they've stuck to it this whole time. And that's why Japanese silver is amazing.
Really? Good morning, Wills. Thanks for coming in. Wink. Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to the chat to some degree. Interesting. You know what's funny is Asians are so far advanced compared to us. They're so much smarter. We're just lazy Americans. Let's be honest. I mean, not us as people, but
do y'all have slides where you slide the coin down, and if it goes slow, it's real. If it goes fast, it's not.
I don't. I need to get one. I also need to get a Sigma. The only thing I got is a pinger and an acid kit test, which I don't really use. What about you, son?
What's that? I'm sorry.
You got that slide where you slide the metal down and see how, you know, the what's it called, that slide with the magnet in it?
Yeah. No, there's a few things you can do, the ping test and so on. But you know, honestly, I only buy U.S. Mint silver from U.S. Mint. That way I don't have to worry about any of that. And even still, you probably should worry, because I just saw an article that there was some 2023 American silver eagles that were actually counterfeit. And I was like, what, already? And they had the missing reed, the whole thing, you know? And I thought to myself, that missing reed is ridiculous. Anybody can have a file or move that. It just, I don't know. The missing reed is a whatever.
It was a good attempt. My silver journey has entered the chat. Nickel was bringing you up earlier. He said he'd do a live with you if you were interested. So I don't know if I don't think you were here. Yeah, I only buy from I bought 40 ounces private party once, and I put them all on Harry Sigma. They all checked out,
Nice.
even though I kind of knew they were real. But I get everything from Hero. I used to use AtMax. I won't touch them anymore, very rarely. Hero. I used to use SD. Now it's Hero, Monument, and Bold for me, or the coin shop. So I'm pretty confident that my metal's all legit.
Yeah, I think if you buy bullion or exonumi or anything like that, that's precious metals, I think 100% you should have it tested before you
Absolutely.
purchase it. Yeah, you can test it after you get it home, and if you're with a reputable dealer, you can come to them and say, "Hey, I tested this, and it may not be what I think it was," and
Right.
then they'll do the test themselves, and go from there. But yeah, it's you gotta cover your ass. Sorry.
Absolutely. No, you do got to cover your ass. In fact, Thule wanted to do a trade, and we did. I had some Incusa Indian rounds that she loved, and she had a 5-ounce Morgan bar, and I don't even remember now. But we did a trade, and I trust her. But if I got 9 ounces in the stack that aren't real, it'll be no. I'm kidding. No, they were legit, but I don't do a lot of private party stuff. Not to say I won't, with certain people. I definitely wouldn't, do it on Instagram, or I won't even do eBay, even though with that buyer protection, it would be with people in the community that I trust. You know what I'm saying? I'm really wary about private party metal sales.
Yeah, and it's not like Walmart or Facebook really give a what. They'll sell fake silver. They don't care.
Yep, that's right. Looks like My Silver Journey said he'd do a live with you, Nickel. I don't know if you caught that. He said it would be cool. We'll have to work out the details. So there you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I have to talk to him.
Well, we got 21 people in here again, so I am going to say to all you latecomers, Monday 5:15 Pacific, Supreme Ginger Stacker on my channel. Wednesday 3 o'clock Pacific, Salivate Metal will be on the show. So let's explore, because that's what we're going to do.
Well, gents, listen, I got a jet. Fortnite is calling my name. This is my only time to really get in some video games during the day. So I'm off to the Xbox. But thank you for having me here this morning. I really do appreciate it, Constitutional Stacker. And
Thanks
it
for
was
coming.
good. It was good hanging out with all y'all.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
Take care, guys. Have a great weekend.
You too, brother.
And happy Father's Day to all the pops out there.
Yes, happy Father's Day to all the pops. I heard someone say Spokane. Was Spokane in here? I wasn't paying attention, man. I'm sorry. I'm dropping the ball. Spokane. Sorry, dude. Hope you have a good night. Will's Treasures. What's up?
Yeah, he has a radio voice, don't he?
Oh, he does. He's got a great. I'm telling you. So he usually puts stuff out at like 1 or 2 in the morning my time on the West Coast here, give or take. He's got that. That's when I'm getting ready to go to bed. But he's got that good morning, sip your coffee, listen to the radio show voice, or that good evening, let's relax. He's very good, and he's very smart. So Son of a Silver Stacker is definitely worth a watch. Very good at what he does.
I don't guess Tully would want to come up real quick, huh?
She won't do it. I've tried. I didn't try tonight. I gave up.
Well, to do a live stream with Yankee, she's gonna have to go for it.
Yeah. She wants to do it live by herself first, I believe she said. So I get it. I'm not a what's up, Modern Stacker? How you doing, buddy? Go check Modern Stacker out. He's also awesome. I don't like doing lives by myself. I'm kind of glad you came in to bail me out like last time. So thank you. If I was Thule, I wouldn't want to live stream with my ass anyway. I don't blame her. You got anything else you want to talk about, Nickel? Because I should probably get to bed here pretty quick. Mountain, what's up? Hey, Mountain, the Modern. I'm sorry, I misread Silver Journey. I was going to say I put mail in the box for today, Mountain, but not in here, so I read that wrong. I'm old.
Nope. I guess that's all I know for now. I'm trying to think if anything happened today newsworthy. I don't think it did. I can think of.
West Coast is hosting. Are you going to do one tomorrow or today, later tonight, you think?
Me?
Yeah.
I if it hits me, I'll do it. That's what I do. I do it at spare of the moment.
Yeah, me too. If you do, you should try to do it after 11:15 my time. That way I can listen to you on the way home. Just saying.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, man. You're usually who I listen to on my way home. I'll go on your channel, be like, what live am I going to go back and rewatch tonight? And I look for one that's 30 minutes or longer, so that I ain't got to mess with the phone on the way home because the beater ain't got no stereo.
I can tell you, Rocky Superstar won't be on this Sunday after Sal because I think he went to the coin show or something.
Oh yeah,
where that was at. He went to do that, I think. So he's not going to do a show Sunday. So I just thought anybody who was in here that goes there on Sundays after Sal, he won't be having one this week.
Oh, cool, good update. Well, I don't got nothing else except for to say y'all rock for coming in so late or so early. I honestly was going to do a little 10-minute deal by myself, and I rattled Nichols' cage long enough. He came on. Oh God, hold on. I can't end it yet.
Because you've been ignoring me for 10 minutes.
You have not been in there 10 minutes because you were not there 3 minutes ago on my end.
I've been in there so long in the back studio.
Really, it didn't show up until.
I'm just messing with you.
Oh, you're an idiot. Silver and Cigars is in the house.
See, I'm playing video games, and you don't call son of a silver stacker names when he plays video games.
That's because I like him.
There you go.
Nickel, what am I going to do with this guy? He's playing video games.
I don't know. What is it? What is that video game?
That's Guild Wars 1 from 2005.
God, we're old.
I'm standing in town selling stuff.
Now, let me ask you about cigars. Do you like the acid cigars they have?
I do not like that brand. In my opinion, it's a brand that women like because they're kind of they make fruity flavors, like cherry and vanilla and stuff like that. And I don't really know any guys that smoke that brand.
How about Cheroot? You like those?
What is it?
Cheroot. They're like Cheroot. I don't even think they're legal in every place, but I know they look weird. They're kind of look like a cigar, but they're kind of bent looking.
I've never heard of that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have not tried one. I never tried it, but I just wonder what they're like.
All I know is I'm going to have to fly out to Ohio after the pictures that Cigars sent me last night.
Oh, she's single.
Yeah, she's good looking, but you said she's nuts, right?
She's all right. She's a good man in her life.
Well, I don't know, man. She's nice looking. I'm scared of her, but yeah, the wife has a nice looking friend. Let's put it that way. I might have to fly out there and say hello.
There's a lot of good looking single nurses that she works with. That's for sure.
That's crazy.
I would figure they chase after the doctors.
Most of the doctors are taken.
I didn't figure that stop them. Not today.
No.
Is she blonde, brunette? Is it?
I can fix her. I'll never understand the thing men have for cigars, and then I can fix her. I'm sorry, that's funny. Oh man. Yeah, back to the doctors and nurses. Sorry. I'm sorry, that was just funny. It cracked me up.
No, what was it?
Gypsy Stacks says my wife has a second job at a large cigar shop. That's cool. I like going into cigar shops. Most of them have like a little smoking lounge. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I used to love going in there, and I just go in there and smoke a cigar too. Journey, thanks for coming in, man. Have a good day, buddy. Nurses are too smart to fall for the stuff y'all offer, and I'm a retired nurse.
Yep. The thing about nurses would be they get they are what would you say? Anything that's going around, coming around, they're the first to get it. And so they would only bring it back home. And that's the only thing concerns me about it.
I've dated a couple nurses, and one of them was kind of nuts. That was years ago. I mean, I live a single life now, no marriage, no wife, no kids, no desire to do any of that. It ain't my path. But I've had my young times. So cigars. Question for you:
What's up?
do you want to divulge to the folks in the chat what you did yesterday at work, or are you going to make a video? Is that super secret?
About the copper?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna make a video. I already did a copper video. I'm not too thrilled about it. So everyone knows that I work in HVAC and I get free copper by the ton. And I played the game for 9 years where I stored it up and then turned it in all at once with a U-Haul and made stacks and stacks of cash. But it took 9 years to store it up. Well, I've been storing up more copper since 2021, and the garage is starting to fill up. Now there's one good scrapyard in Ohio that has the best prices in the state. It's an hour and a half from my house. So 2 weeks ago, right on my birthday, I was working to the town north of it. So I was about 20 minutes away. I loaded up the van, turned a bunch in on a Thursday. Very next day, loaded up the van, turned a bunch in. That was 2 weeks ago. So Thursday, the shop says, all right, you're going down to Carrollton. I go, oh, that's where the scrapyard is. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So I load up the van to the brim. I mean, front to back, side to side with copper coils, and go down to do my job. And after work, I drive right to the scrapyard. The scrapyard's closed, like for good. Well, I'm like, oh man, I'm not about to drive this copper back an hour and a half and throw it back in the garage because I ended up having 480 pounds. So I found a scrapyard on the way home, and I did not call them first to see what they were paying for copper aluminum. And I like to turn in copper when it's $1.85 or $1.80 for copper aluminum. Now, copper itself needs to be about $4.50, something like that, for it to be that high. And so it's down a little bit. I think it's at 350 or something. Well, this particular scrapyard that I had picked couldn't have been the worst scrapyard in the state because I got $1.10. Not that I'm upset about walking away with $500, but I screwed myself out of $240 by turning it in. And that's not how you play the scrap copper game. You're supposed to turn it in when it's super high. But again, I didn't know that my scrapyard down there was going to be closed. I didn't really call around, and I'm turning it in when it's kind of down. So can I really complain about $500 in free money that I got paid to collect? I went to the scrapyard on the clock. I collected the scrap from old jobs while I was on the clock. So, it's like a bittersweet deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, Cons, welcome. Nafa's collection, welcome. Some dude said you got pre-vid prices and then retracted it, but that's funny. Tully says, what about going to a scrapyard out of state? And then she also said, what's up, Cranky? Cranky Stacker's in the house. And then she also said, scrapyard for sale, question mark. I think she wants to buy it.
Scrapyard for sale. I don't know what they're doing. There was tow motors in front of the gate. They had a bunch of bulldozers in the back. I think they're just kind of like maybe renovating it or something. I don't know. I really don't know. There was just a big sign on the gate that said closed.
So do you do any scrapping, Nickel? I wouldn't be surprised if you did.
Oh yeah, I got nickel, copper, lead.
I got lead too, but 10. It's all in the.
I got some bullets. 10. I don't have a whole lot of 10, but 10's pretty daggone expensive. I didn't realize how high it went for.
10?
Yeah.
Huh.
I was shocked too. Aluminum, it's higher and it's been a long time. And of course, when they go this EV stuff, copper, lead, those type of metals are going to skyrocket, because I don't think they can do it. I don't think we can go totally to an EV car system, but they're going to probably try. Like I said, environmentalists and liberals, they jump out of planes and, like I said, worry about having a parachute later. They somehow think they can find it in midair or something. So they'll probably do it. Then they probably won't be ready to do it. That's what I figure.
That's funny. Yeah, JK, that's what I'm saying. I got lead too. I got a lot of lead, but it's all in the shape of bullets.
I got lead bars. I got a bunch of them, lead bars. It's about as much as I paid for it. I think it hadn't gone up any yet.
I got lead and brass bullets, gold and silver, and that's it. As far as metals go, I wouldn't mind. Like we talked earlier, I wouldn't mind about getting some platinum, even some palladium when the price comes down. But I don't know. I'm not diversified, I guess. I'm old. I forget what I was going to say. There's the link, Modern. It's in the chat. I don't even remember what I was going to say. I'm getting old.
Stainless steel is not bad. If you got some room to stack it up or stack it in boxes, it's not bad. I mean, you'd be surprised how much that's going for. I haven't checked it lately, but I was kind of shocked last time I checked it, what it was up to. I said, but daggone, I can get that in the auctions. I can get stainless steel below that and that weight, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Modern's going to come in, so we got to try to make this work with 4 guys. We're doing all right so far. It's hard. Look at the little Archie. What's up, Modern? Good morning.
He's the reason why I'm up so early.
Of course he is.
Should be sleeping.
Hey, good morning. I've got like an audio loop going on. Got to figure this out. So,
well, it's got some weird icon on your screen with like a little camera that's got it's crossed out. It's bizarre. Maybe that's just what you chose to put up. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Just trying to get this audio loop out.
So, am I the only one on the stream that's not a scrapper? Now I feel like I'm missing the boat. Oh, I don't know what I was going to say. I would never stack copper bullion other than for fun. But if I had the place to store the scrap, hell yes, I would do that.
Well, yeah. I've got bars. I've got one bar. I think is 3 pounds. One's another, but I got it at spot price what it was going for. That's the only way I'll buy it. I'm not going to pay 3 times what it is just to have a bar. I don't do that. But you got to look. But you can occasionally get them at spot, and when I can, I do buy them. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting like a Milwaukie Liberty, copper bullion coin or something just for fun. But I realize that $3 I'm paying for 1 ounce, when it's priced in pounds, just don't work out. What do you think, Modern? Do you got any copper?
I do. Yeah, I've got some old copper pennies, but I've also got a couple copper rounds, mostly for the kids and stuff. But yeah, I thought about like doing the whole tri-metal system at one point, but ended up going all in on silver.
Tully's right. I'm the only one on the West Coast, I guess. I'm behind the times. So how long until Archie gets up and starts making noise because he wants breakfast? Because that all that dog does is eat and sleep, from what you tell me.
He already ate breakfast. That's why he's sleeping.
Yeah, but he'll be ready again in a half hour.
Yeah, he's good for an hour nap, then he'll be up.
Nice.
What a great life.
Yep. Gets up at 4:30 a.m. and goes to the bathroom, eats dinner or breakfast, and goes back to sleep.
So, real quick, before Nickel wants to show off his coin, or his round.
This is my pot copper.
Yeah, I saw that on video the other night. Modern, how long have you been here? Savage is in the house. What's up, brother? I sent you a link, but you were sleeping.
Yeah, I just joined about like 10 minutes ago, and then yeah.
So Monday I'm gonna have Supreme Ginger on the show at 5:15 our time, but Wednesday Salivate Metal is gonna be on at 3 p.m.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, dude, that'll be fun. Savage is in the house. There's a heavy hitter. What's up, brother? I sent him a link because he's like, "Oh, you always go live and don't tell me." I told him, but he didn't. He never responded to it. So he must have been sleeping or something. He's been working a lot lately. Poor guy. All right, so Nickel, tell us about that copper round in your hand.
I just got that on a auction online and bought it. I paid $4 for it, so I don't know if that was good or bad or not. I don't know what they're selling them for at the, but I just said I kind of liked it. I said, well, I'll go $4 on it. I got it.
It's just an ounce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you overpaid, but I mean, it's for fun. Plus, it's a specialized round, so maybe you didn't overpay. I mean, you overpaid if you were stacking it to make money, but you already know that.
No, I got it because it had the pot thing on it. I sell that stuff like pot necklaces, rings. I'd always done pretty well selling that stuff.
So you're kind of a pot dealer, but in a legal way.
Yeah,
you're saying?
Yeah.
That's funny.
There you go.
Well, Modern, what's up, man? You just came on.
Oh no, I just figured I'd join in. This seems like a nice group. It's a good discussion. Always fun to talk precious metals.
I literally was just going to do a 10-minute deal because no one was on tonight, and I was like, well, someone else has got to be bored.
Clearly, it's
me.
Friday night, right?
and then people jumped on. I'm like, oh god, which is great. Don't get me wrong, but we're 80 minutes in. And I was like, I'll just jump on for 10 minutes, do some updates. Too lazy to make a video, and here we are.
Does anybody here have uranium?
No.
Shares.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really hold physical. Yes, I have uranium shares. I have uranium, silver, gold mining shares. Absolutely.
That's one of those very dangerously specific questions.
Well, I would know if his dog was like glowing right now. I think Silver Cigars has got some uranium.
Well, and okay, let's talk about uranium. With the energy situation, what do you guys think is going to happen with uranium stocks? I mean, they keep saying it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Schiff loves them. I love Peter Schiff, and I think at some point they're going to be right.
I think we're going to have. I think you're going to have nuclear power plants because there's no way they're going to do this EV stuff if they don't. Because you got to have electricity to make the EV stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And they don't want to use coal or any other sources. They're going to have nuclear, and you can't build them just anywhere, though. I mean, we could do them here. I think California would be a big mistake to have any out there with all the earthquakes and stuff.
I think having California at all is a mistake.
Yeah, but they,
sorry, Savage, love you, brother.
I think it's going to take off because I think they're going to have that as a source of energy. I think, and our grids are ancient. I mean, what are they from? The 1960s. So they're going to have to do it. So then when they do, that's when I think it shoots up. I mean, really, big time.
Well, I think that's one of the things that really drives a lot of the precious metal conversations, right? Silver, lithium, gold. I mean, all of these are, conductive and used in that space.
What do you think, Cigars? Do you have a thought on that?
No, not really.
I mean, you are the HVAC guy. You need energy to do your job, or the equipment doesn't work.
Well, I'll tell you what. Biden trying to take away natural gas. We talk about that all the time. God. Everything that I work on is natural gas in Ohio. I'm talking, our generators are backed up with natural gas. Furnaces. Every rooftop on every business is natural gas. How would you ever make all that into electric heat pumps?
Do you know that my city is the second city in this leftist state of Oregon that has made it so that new homes can't use natural gas? It's ridiculous. So yeah,
I can't believe it because it's so clean.
Yeah, well, 10 years ago, less than that even. Oh, everything's clean. It's natural gas. Like that was the big, the big clean push. Now they're saying, oh, we can't have this.
I know, and environmentalists too. I mean, being that way. I mean, so I guess they want us to go back to the Stone Age. I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Let me tell you a story about let me tell you a story about something about the power grid and this whole electric thing. So when I put the generator in back in 2011 to back up the whole house, it was only because 9 people on my street, including me, lost power. And there's a transformer about 3 houses down hanging on the pole that the fuse blew. So the only 9 of us that were on that transformer went dark. The whole city, the whole state was fine. It was just, there was no storm or anything. It just the fuse happened to blow. The power company came out 4 hours later, changed the fuse, and was talking to the 9 of us that were standing there outside in the dark because what are you going to do inside? Stare at the wall. You can't do nothing. And he said that is a 15 kW transformer. He said it should be a 50 kW transformer. He said because in the 1950s, when they built this city, 15 kW was enough to run 9 houses. Nobody had air conditioning. No one had hot tubs or anything that requires a big amp draw. Makes total sense. Like he just said, now that transformer should be a 50. Well, the very next day I went out and I bought the generator to back up the house because I said, I'm not having this fuse blow and, being without power. So let's think about this. If the entire country, not all the country was built in the 50s, but there's a lot of suburbs of these big cities that were built in the 50s that have way outdated transformers. How, and no one in the government ever they talk about it, but our aging power grid is beyond repair. It really is. And you're trying to tell me that you want to get rid of natural gas and turn everyone into heat pumps. All the transformers in my entire city are not going to be able to handle electric heat on all of our furnaces, plus running the compressor outside. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
We're going Popzilla big here now. We got 5. What's up, Savage?
Hey, good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys.
This is getting crazy.
Hey, Savage. Nice to finally connect with you, man.
Hey, good to connect with you too.
Did you catch the live with me and Modern? Like, you're a huge source of his inspiration. I don't know if you caught that or not.
No, I haven't. I've been on a hiatus, bro. I've been hiding out from you for like a month.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, with the views you get, I can see why. You get enough views, it's fine. The rest of us have to fight tooth and nail. I'm at 300 on my last video.
I gotta get my shit together, dude. I just haven't been into it lately.
Nothing that good.
But thank you, Martin. I'll have to come and check you out. Come check out. I mean, I am subscribed to you. I have been for a while. And no, I did watch that. And I commented on it, didn't I?
I don't know, dude. I never get notifications, bro.
Yeah, you sent me a link, bro. Yeah, I've been on a hiatus. I've been hiding out, and I feel like this time every year I do this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you need a dog like cigars.
It is what it is.
I was gonna tell you. You remember last year when you had the big flood? Yeah, you were having some issues with like the water getting kind of nearby.
Yeah.
That same flood storm. So I'm originally from Montana, and that same flood storm went through my old hometown, Red Lodge, and carved all the way through the downtown street. It was on the news. Like half of the main street was gone.
Yeah, the atmospheric rivers were pretty crazy this last winter.
It was insane.
It was pretty bad. Our town, we lost two wharfs, just gone, wiped out. Businesses, boat rental place. There's a silver jewelry shop on one of them, just completely just wiped out. Just broke the wharf right in half. Can't get out to it. My son's job is out there in the boat rentals and everything. He can't work on that place, obviously, and they're saying it's going to take like 5 years to get it rebuilt. Just major damage.
Well, and then you got nickel and silver cigars out there in the Midwest, so you're getting flooded. I'm just flooded with liberals, and then those two guys are probably getting tornadoes left and right.
No, we don't get
We got
nothing.
drought. We got drought.
We got drought right now.
What's up, Hector? Yeah.
Oh, dude, I need more coffee.
You always need more coffee.
Yeah, just cup 2. I drank one, sat silent in the chat for about 15 minutes, drank a cup of coffee.
That sounds like Savage.
Yeah, yesterday was a three coffee day for me, so that's why I'm still up.
Well, yeah, I got to figure out this new laptop I got. Now I feel like Savage did when he got his for his live stream, but I had to get this for a specific reason.
Dude, if you want to feel old or slow, get a new laptop.
Dude. Oh, God.
I don't know, man. Get a new TV. It's almost about as bad.
Yeah, right? I know it's. Let's see your camera. I'm gonna flip my.
We got a new TV for just the living room. This we were replacing one that was like literally 10 years old, and it was starting to go out. The panel was going out, and I swear I'm a techie guy, and I cannot understand this thing. It's too smart for me.
Dude, I've got a nice TV, nice big old Samsung, and I think I use one button on it. There's so many things, so much cool stuff to do on it. 4K, all this crazy stuff, videos and like screen sharing. And I've never even tried any of that. I don't know what. I just want to watch the TV. I mean, I don't even want to watch TV. Really, I just want to watch like nature stuff.
I assure you, out of all of us in here, maybe Savage being the exception, I'm the least techie. I mean, Nichols got me beat. Cigars has me beat. I am an idiot when it comes to tech.
Yeah, I'm not. I will avoid it like the plague, and my wife knows. I'll throw a tantrum until she helps me.
I've been on the phone with him. It's true. I was trying to help him walk through his laptop. I'm like, look, dude, we're clicking the same thing at the same time. He's like, I hate this thing.
I'm gonna smash this thing. It's going through the window.
Yeah, and I mean, Nickel. I mean, he's a techie guy. He just can't keep his face off the camera. This guy's done more face reveals than anybody I know. It's so funny. Yeah. Nickel, are you still there?
Yeah.
You do a face reveal every live these days, man.
Not for long though.
Y'all better be thankful I haven't done one.
not for long.
Think it draws me.
Yeah, but they got the pause button.
Y'all better be thankful I've never done a face reveal. Cigars knows how ugly I am. And he don't want to talk to me no more.
What do you mean? You got another YouTube channel out there.
So damn ugly. Break the YouTube.
Just don't tell the wife's hot friend because I'm going to fly to Ohio and meet her. Just lie to her.
What are you going to do when you meet her?
I don't know. I haven't worked that out yet. I'll have to make sure she's hammered or something so she don't notice.
No, she does drink.
Yeah, there we go. I'll have to have you pre-gamer.
Don't worry. Let me tell you. We went out one night and we go all the way out to her house, pick her up 40 minutes away. She's plastered when we pick her up. So we go to this pizza shop. We get some food. There was like 6 of us. And she's drinking martinis or something. She's mumbling something. We come out of the pizza shop. We're walking down the street. She face plants. Just doesn't even have the ability to fall on her arms. She goes right from standing to on her face. So we load her up in the car. I drop everyone off at the bar because I'm the designated driver. And I drive her back home, then come back and meet everyone. It was a nightmare.
Oh, that's funny.
Just face like you have your hands tied behind your back. Just bonk.
Yeah. She was done.
That's funny.
So yeah, she likes to drink. So
well,
she'll probably check your blood pressure.
Oh yeah, she looks like the type that she'll probably have to because she'll probably raise it because she'll probably irritate me in about 5 minutes.
What is that, Savage?
This is the new stuff from Hero Bullion. Here's the little.
Ooh, I like that.
Can't really zoom in, but there's a little stamp. They have all kinds of different. I think there's 5 different things. This is like the Volk knot Viking thing, and then they have an Egyptian one. And that what's that old like Greek coin with like the owl on it? They got that, and then a couple other ones.
I recently picked up some of those Greek rounds off of SD Bullion. Those things are pretty rad.
What do those have on it?
There was a couple of them. One was like a Kraken. One was the like a Trojan Warrior.
Oh yeah. I finally got another 5-ounce stacker. I got tons of these, but I got 100 grammer now and a 5-ounce. And
yeah, those things are so sick. Like really nice.
I need to pull out the other one so I can actually stack it. I've been working, so it's just been sitting in the cupboard for 2 days. But
Is it daylight there in Ohio?
that's what I'm thinking. It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, the sun came out over an hour ago.
That's his YouTube
God.
lighting.
I haven't been to bed yet.
This morning, bro. Nickel stacking. I always miss you. When I go to Pops, like you're in and then you're out. I'm in and I'm out. But good morning.
Hi. No, we're not that light yet. We're just a state away, but we're not. It's not near that light out here. So we're not. They're ahead of us. Miles ahead of us.
It's only 3:15 in the morning here.
Yeah, is it bright down there in California? Because it's dark out here in Oregon, and modern's up in Washington. So
it's dark, bro. It's like it's 3:15, bro. It's like
it's dark here on the left coast.
Well, I figured with all the fires and all of our, I mean, we're all, California, Oregon, Washington. I figured with all the fires downtown, it might be light out in our states.
All the
bums.
The bars just closed.
Yeah.
I hope Russia didn't hit Ohio with something. It might be quite right if they hit them with something.
You'd never be able to tell between the rioters and the bums with fires in these cities, bro. Trust me, it's light all the time.
Your precious metals will survive.
That's true.
What about Russia? What did Nichols say about Russia?
I said maybe that's why it's so light in Ohio. Maybe they got hit by something.
Oh,
we're not that light yet.
What do you guys think about that? Ohio is right by Lake Erie, and Lake Erie is part of the 5 Great Lakes. It's like the world's largest source of fresh water. I've always been told that China, Russia would never nuke Cleveland or any of the cities around there because of the fact that it's the largest source of fresh water. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, that might be true if you go if there's an invasion because they would fresh water. But on the other hand, if you really want to, if you want to hurt us, right? You don't want to plan on invading it. You might want to take out fresh water.
Yeah, that's
contaminated.
Power supply places that make fuel and fresh water. You're done. It's just done.
And maybe major food processing areas or something too. There's a dude that you said the metals would survive. There was a dude that Cigars posted on his dinar video, and he systematically broke down why silver sucks and why gold sucks, and that was one of his arguments. I'm like, dude, you do understand if it burns up in your fire resistant safe and your fire resistant document bag that you can still turn it, into coins and bars, right?
I fight wildland fires, bro, and there's only 2 things that don't melt. That's porcelain toilets and brick fireplaces.
Oh yeah, but I mean, when it melts, you still have metal. That's what I'm saying.
Fire safes melt into just a pile of metal.
Right, but you still have gold and silver. That's my point.
Yeah, you mean you're talking about the Canadian real estate guy?
No, it wasn't Natholian Mathias or whatever.
Well, he said the same thing. He said the same thing.
I think he does.
He said something about insuring it with the painter. And I go, well, you really don't have to, because if it's a fire, like you said, you can just recycle it. Now you'll have to pay to get it done, but I mean your insurance
Yeah.
money will cover that.
And you'll have to refine the other metals. You'll have to refine the metals that melted into it from your home out.
Well, I mean,
actually,
you have to have special insurance for.
That's an interesting idea. You get your insurance on it, right? You get your insurance claim, but then you still got the raw pile of melted metal.
Yeah. All right, Savage. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna insure my metal. You're gonna come rob me, okay? We're gonna split it.
Well, here's the problem: is a lot of home owners insurance or renters insurance won't cover precious metals.
You're absolutely right. Mine will, but they wanted pictures of everything. I'm like, listen, dude, I'm a stacker. Like, that's not happening. I'll be sending you pictures 10 times a week. We're done. So I just, I have to forget it.
Pictures of my actual house and address with all my information to a bunch of minimum wage making employees. Sure, that's
Savage makes a good point.
There's that, and I don't want to spend 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days a week. Sometimes I stack every day. I'm not going to take pictures every day. I'm not doing that.
Now you can claim precious metals, I believe, up to $20,000 without doing anything, but
that doesn't help.
But anything over that, I think that I don't think they'll cover it. There's somebody just went over that like a couple months ago. Somebody made a video about that. I don't remember who it was, but it was a pretty good video. It's pretty informative, and I'm like, maybe I should look into that.
Didn't somebody's house get burned down or something, and they had like fire damage on their silver?
Wasn't that Mo Stacks?
Mo Stacks' friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did a video on what got burned and the metals. A lot of the gold and silver did melt down, and he talked about what not the coin stores, what the jewelry stores would buy the silver and gold back for. It wasn't anywhere near what a coin store would pay for, let's say, a bullion round,
right?
But still get your money, close to your money back.
Speaking of Mo Stacks,
you would have to find a way. Probably, I don't know if you guys watch Cerie Tips. He does all the refining with like chemicals with gold and silver, and you would have to find a way to separate all that, or maybe keep your gold separate from your silver, because that's just going to turn into a big old pile of galena.
That would be a pain.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I just imagine the conversation to the jewelry store. This is better than gold and silver. This is gold and silver.
This is gold and silver.
So this is electrum. So what I do,
that's what I meant to say is electrum.
What I do is I have fire resistant safes, and I don't call them fireproof because there's no such thing. But unless it's concrete. But I keep my gold and all my gold and my most beloved silver bullion, although it won't fit a lot of it, in the fire resistant document bags inside the fire resistant safe. And I live 2 blocks from the fire department, so I think I'm probably all right. I hope with that.
I just I keep my gold separate from my silver just for that reason.
Well, you remember the 911 at one building, they were working on it, and when they got down to the basement part, they called them all off. And then I've always heard just because the gold and silver was down in there.
Pull out, everybody. We're done here.
Yeah. They didn't want them. They didn't want them taking gold and silver souvenirs back with them. So
I can see that.
That's my biggest concern with stacking is fire. It's my number one concern.
Huh. It's one of my least concerns, honestly.
Yeah, well, I mean, I work in it. I work in fighting fires, and the devastation I've seen, bro. It's like literally there's nothing left except for these people had safes there, but you can't tell there was ever a safe there. Porcelain toilet, porcelain tub, and the fireplace, brick fireplace. That's literally all that would be left.
I told you I used to be out in Montana, and we had a huge fire one year. It actually came within about 5 miles of our house, so it got pretty close. but it burned down in like 3 mountains. It was a pretty big fire. And nothing was left in its path. Like it burned everything.
All right, so I'm going to go to Home Depot tomorrow, get a buttload of concrete, and I'm going to coat my safes in like 6 inches of concrete.
Well, Oregon, they get
That's
fires
not
pretty
money.
bad, don't they?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but I live in the city. I mean, okay, this is what gets me.
That's-
About
yeah,
3 years ago, we had a big fire. 2 years before that, and these idiots, and it was 45 miles east in the woods. These idiots, and people I know, they're like, "Oh my God, what if the fire gets to us?" I'm like, "Do you understand what it would take for that to happen?" I said, "It's going to run out of fuel before it gets from the woods to us." Like they literally thought that was going to happen. I'm like, "You are an idiot. That's not how that works."
Well, everybody thought they was going to die from the China problem too, I think.
Oh, God, I did not realize people were that dumb. I knew they were dumb. I didn't realize they were that dumb until that whole thing happened. I was like, wow. And see, I realized this is why government can do what they do with the Fed and with our monetary system, because people are just that dumb. Not the people in this community, but overall, people are so fearful and stupid.
They
It's frightening.
think we're conspiracists.
Even though they've all come true.
Well, most of it, yeah, I know it. So,
We're not conspiracy theorists. We're just 6 months to 3 years ahead of the curve.
Right.
yeah.
You know?
I bet that's what Dave Ramsey thinks.
I didn't say it when I got on here. I was supposed to do my homework. I'm gonna hammer his ass. I'm so tired of what he says to people about money and gold. I was gonna go research and watch all of his videos on gold that I comment on, and I was gonna write down specific dates and quotes he said. I am so tired of that idiot. And he literally believes that the inflationary problem is only because of a supply chain shortage because of the thing and people weren't working. That's part of it. But he never talks about the money printing. He never talks about, hey, I've been wrong about metals. It cost people thousands of dollars. You know, man up and admit you're an idiot.
Who are you talking?
Dave Ramsey.
Oh.
I just didn't want to suffer through his videos tonight and do all my research. But that guy, he's really good with getting out of debt.
Well, it's like we were talking on our live stream the other day. It was just, he's really good at the whole getting out of debt bit, but he's not necessarily the best role model when it comes to what do you do afterwards.
Absolutely, JK. Our government is still responsible for inflation.
You're missing it.
Well, Jimmy, patriotic would support that comment because he's a TL safe loving dude.
Well, he probably says that you can't eat gold and silver. I imagine Ramsey says that, but you really do because it can get you food to eat.
I did a video on that, and I can't believe it didn't do better. It was months and months and months ago. But I laid out some gold and some silver, and I said, everyone says you can't eat this. Well, guess what else you can't eat? But they always, then I threw out some cash. Can't eat that. Then I threw out some bullets. I said, everyone wants these, but you can't eat those. But you can use all these things to get food. I wish that video would have done better because I'm so tired of that argument. Oh, you can't eat gold and silver. Well, you can't eat cash. You can't eat bullets. No, you don't want to.
Exactly. I hate it when people say that, dude.
And what's up, generic stacker? How you doing? And if you think about it, if you go throughout history, what has bought more food than anything else in history? Gold and silver.
Seashells.
Well, pre-1970, that's what a lot of people spent when they went to the grocery store.
Y'all remember Demolition Man? How do you wipe with the 3 seashells? Anybody ever figure that out?
It's impossible.
I want to know. You said seashells. Does anybody know? How does that work?
That's a great movie.
Well, we were talking about that the other day, or yesterday, or today, or whatever. But now that Savage is like seashells, I'm like, all right, I want to know how the 3 seashells worked.
Yeah,
if anybody would know, it'd be Savage.
That's going to be the future.
I got to wipe my crack with seashells. That sounds pleasant.
Well, I'm talking about the separation in classes where the poor are going to live underground and the rich are going to live, how the rich live.
I'm cool with that. Separate us. Bye-bye.
Me too.
The rich will be in gated communities.
Right.
As long as
They'll have their own
Taco
little
Bell.
police force.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, they will always need the poor to work on their crap because they don't know how to do it. They just want
that's
to
true.
pay people
And build their houses and drive all their
building
homes.
nice hot rods and all of our cool stuff, and not paying a dime for it. These guys are going, please, I want one. Here, please take this garbage money. And you're no.
I mean, I'm a drywaller by trade. What are they going to do when they need new walls? They're going to call some dummy like me. So here's the question, boys.
Pay
Here's
me
the
in
question.
gold and silver.
Are we going to be the rich when all that happens? If all that happens, are we going to be the ones, in the gated
great
communities?
wealth transfer.
Yeah, the only money will be gold and silver. So
I hope so.
if they went back to a gold standard, even if it was 10% cover, they cover it with like 10%, it would really make the price go up.
Well, I think
absolutely.
The BRICS nation currencies are the ones that are worth keeping an eye on because they are looking to be backed by gold and silver.
Well, I was saying that before you came in, man. Late August is the BRICS summit. Now you got Mexico wanting to join. I got to do a video about that too. You got Mexico wanting to join. You got France wanting to join. I mean, it's BRICS plus at this point. It's getting scary. Mm-hmm. And then when Saudi joins and dumps the petrodollar, like we're done. It's gonna be bad.
Well, think about it. Why did they? Why was Janet Yellen pushing so hard to get that whole budget ceiling raised to infinite? Like there was a reason for it. It wasn't just because she had a debt ceiling and a date. That was there to push something.
Well, it's the same reason that China brokered the peace agreement between Iran and Saudi because hey, you don't need the U.S. to protect you. You guys are going to be friends, and we're all going to get on our own, gold standard. That's what it is.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's why I think the United States is wanting to have a war with Russia and China over this, overall this dumping the dollar and all that other stuff. I think they're panicking.
Well, be that as it may, I mean, in what they've basically done with this debt ceiling, then by extending it 2 years, right, is essentially give the next, president-elect, whoever it might be, literally the worst bag of crap in the history of bags of crap.
Kicking the can on down the road,
yep. And it's January. It's going to end the next time.
Mm-hmm.
So
you know what they're going to do? You know what they're going to do too? They're so OPEC has cut oil production by 30%, I think, again, the first of this month. So and we're going to the summer. Fuel is going to go up because it does every summer, and then just in time for the election, long enough for people to forget, they're going to lower. It's going to go up, and then they're going to lower it a piddly amount. Be like, look, we lowered fuel, and people are so stupid they're going to forget. They're like, oh, he did a great job. You watch.
Yeah,
they're going to lower interest rates too.
Yep.
My prediction is that in the next 2 years, like we've basically been giving a grace of overtime of 2 years before all this just hits the fan. It's going to be bad, but it's going to be really bad when it hits the fan.
Yeah, it's still coming. We ain't out of this yet.
No, we're not.
It's going to get, and they're just kicking it road on. It's almost on purpose. They're stacking their deck and then kicking the bigger issues down the road.
Yep.
So
I agree.
As much stacking as you can be doing right now, that's like what you should be doing. Yeah, I mean, I see JK is like food, medicine. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, let me tell you guys. So I just ordered 4 bottles of amoxicillin because the 11th of this month, and Economic Ninja did one about this. He goes, "This is going to be illegal in June," and he was right. The FDA banned veterinary antibiotics without a prescription, so food's going to get more expensive too because the farmers got to pay more now. And I got a tooth that bothers me from time to time. I'm like, well, fish amoxicillin is 500 milligrams, and it comes from the same factory. I got 4 bottles, so I got 400 tabs because they're trying to just cut you off from everything, and You know, it's going to drive the price of food up because the vets, the farms got to pay more. It's just a nightmare.
And you know what's funny too is all these avenues where we're able to get this stuff without having to pay insurance or the doctors or all this stuff.
Yep.
And they take it away, and you're like, why? Why do we got to go through all this bureaucracy to
Money.
take care of ourselves? Why do we have to have insurance or see a doctor to take care of ourselves? They don't want us to be able to be self-reliant. They want us to be codependent on government.
That's
they want us eating bugs, soy, and paying them for our medical and saying thank you. Can I have some more? Yep. They want us weak, independent, and broke and penniless.
And closer to those cities, so they know exactly where you're at.
Yep. And they want us without our 2A items. Well, I got 25 of them, so that ain't happening. That's what they want. Control.
Fishing boat accident.
See, I'm not even going to play that game, man. Honestly, I'm old. I don't care. That's my line in the sand. If they want them, bring at least 2 body bags because you're going to need one for me and one for at least one of y'all. I don't care. There's no boating accident.
Demonetized video right there.
No, I didn't say nothing. They'll do it anyway. They do it to all my lives now. Until I put them on private and they can't get ad revenue, then they fix it. That's what they did to the one with me and Modern, actually. I just remade it public yesterday. And the one with Just Stack It, that one's still yellow. There is under review, but it's private, so they'll fix it. And I'll make it, because I'm not going to make it public and let them run ads and not cut me, and that ain't right. I mean, what do you make $2 on a live stream anyway? Let's be honest. But it's the principle.
It all depends on how many people watch it after the fact.
Yeah. But yeah, they love messing with my lives and my shorts. Good thing I hate doing shorts. I don't like shorts. They suck, and I'm terrible at them. I'm so bad at shorts, so that works out. But once they do it to my regular videos, I'm gonna have a real problem.
That's next.
But probably, I'm gonna have to fly out there and put I'm gonna have to put the wife's hot girl in my videos just to get views at that point.
Well, I guess it depends what she wears. You know what I mean?
Dude, she's hot.
That'll get you some views.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's this 20-year-old chick at one of my jobs, and she goes, "You should put me in your videos. You'll get views." I'm like, "Oh, I know, but that's not what we're gonna do." She goes, "Take me to the coin shop with you." I'm like,
This is a family channel.
Well, it's not just that, but I mean, how would that look at work? It's like, why you running around with one of the employees that's half your age, and her dad says, "Hey, what are you doing with my daughter?" It's not like that, bro. I'm trying to make money off of her. What?
I'm just trying to make money off of her. Yeah.
There's no way that conversation is going to end well.
That's why we're not going to do it in the first place.
Probably not even going to be a conversation.
It's going to be a conversation backed by lead, probably, at that point.
It's going to end. Not well, not good. Just
we like eye candy made of silver. See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, there are people in this community that have put attractive women in their videos, and it seems to work for them. But
yeah,
I don't have a.
You've got the right idea with your silver bars.
What do you mean?
Were you the one who has the silver bars with the girl on it?
Oh yeah, the twins.
The twins. Oh
yeah.
I'm thinking about getting I'm thinking about making that triplets or quadruplets. To be honest with you.
Why not?
The premiums are high, but
so therefore it's fair, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think I'm gonna be honest. I just started stacking 10-ounce bars within the last year. I think I'm up to 13 or 14 now. I should probably add a couple more.
Yeah, you probably should. You should probably add a lot more.
Says Savage.
Well, I got jealous of Savage's 10-ounce bars. I'm not gonna lie, but
bar fanatic, dude.
But what he doesn't realize is I've put almost 200 ounces in the stack over the last couple months.
I keep a 10 ounce for my wallet.
What's up, Wolverine? We got a heavy hitter in the house, Mr. Duck Eggs. What's up, buddy?
I got a question from the minor stacker. That Sonic Hedgehog coin. Is that a gold coin? And do you have that coin?
It is a gold coin, and maybe.
Because that's a cool coin.
Yeah,
It is a cool
I got the
coin.
silver coin for my
that
son.
silver round.
I got
I
the
have
silver.
the silver.
Yeah, I got the silver coin for
Nickel
my son.
has 6 of them, by the way. That guy's got such a friggin' fat stack. He might even have a fat stack as big as Sal's. I don't know.
No, not gold. I don't.
There's one gold coin I want so bad, dude, but it's so expensive.
Me too.
It's that the redback spider.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. What's up, PMG? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I have like the 5-ounce coin. I have a bunch of the silver.
Whoa,
but
that's neat.
It's like $4,000, dude. I'm like, oh my god, never mind.
I want that U.S. Mint, that Mustang Liberty Gold. Oh god, the thing's hot, but it's so expensive.
Yeah, or like the bucking Mustang or horse Bronco.
Yeah.
It's a good coin.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I was just telling them.
So
Constitutional, I got one like a stack of those cowboy rounds from Scottsdale Mint. Those things are amazing.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Scottsdale's legit.
Silver Seekers giving 5 away.
I seen that pop up yesterday.
I don't watch Seeker no more. He don't interact with his people in the comments. So I like him though. I like him, but I don't watch people that don't interact with people who watch them. To be honest with you.
If you comment on his shorts, he'll answer you back.
Oh well, shit! Aren't we lucky? Poor man's gold's in the house. Silver Wolverine. So Mr. Wolverine, you're always in Sal's chats. Just so you know, he's going to be here Wednesday, 3:00 Pacific. I'm a very, very lucky man. So Sal's going to be here, and we're going to explore. Just saying. And we got PMG. PMG, that guy's a savage. Have y'all ever watched PMG's first couple videos? Have you? He just comes out and says it. He doesn't care.
If you ever wanted to meet a man that just don't give 2 flips, good old PMG.
Yeah, that's PMG. He's like, why would you want to support the effing government with their effing government bullying if they don't support you? F the government. That's why we stack in the first place. I'm like, all right, we can be friends. PMG's the man.
Saying things.
Silver Wolverine, good morning, bro.
Are you cooking us all duck eggs or what, Wolverine? We're hungry.
What?
The good old days. What's that video up to? That was like 5 years ago. It's at like 500,000 by now or something. That thing was insane.
It's so funny, the videos that go viral, dude.
It is.
Mine is the worst video I've ever made, and it went viral. It's so dumb.
Was that your LCS one?
Yeah. Video, dude. I wasn't even gonna put it out. It's at 250,000.
You know what, dude? I know you weren't, and I'm like, dude, you need to put this out. You're like, no, bro. I'm like, quit being like that because you're always like that. Then you put it out, and you listen to my dumb ass, and look what happened. So I take all the credit.
99% of the comments are rude too. They're so bad. People are dicks, man.
My bank video that got 27,000. Dude, the haters came out of the woodwork.
Yep.
Yeah, same with cigars. I mean, he's like, look at this idiot. I'm like, yep, I see it.
Yep, dude. They always and they all say the same shit. You're like, really? You just said the same shit the last 1,500 people did.
80K. Wow, that's good. He got over 80K on that video. He just said in the chat. Yeah. The bigger your videos do, there's a guy in the fitness YouTube community. What's his name? Greg. He's an idiot. Coach Greg's like, Coach Greg here. I don't like him because he craps on other YouTubers that are smaller just to make a buck. I don't watch him anymore because I think he's an ass. But he did say, he goes, when you have a small channel, which I do, but he goes, when you first start out, people will be nothing but positive because the bigger you get, the haters come out of the woodwork. And he was absolutely right.
Truth.
Yep. Yeah.
Truth.
Well, hey boys, I'm tired, man. I'm fat and old. I gotta get some sleep. Anybody got anything pressing?
I need
Yep.
more coffee.
No.
More coffee.
I'm good.
Nickel, cigars, modern, savage. Anybody?
Nah, I'm good, brother. I'm still half asleep, man. You guys all have a beautiful morning.
You guys have a great Saturday.
We
Yeah.
have Father's Day this weekend. All the fathers out there, happy Father's Day.
Yeah. Happy Father's Day, all the fathers out there. And for those of you who have them, go support them and tell them you like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off too.
Nickel?
Y'all take care. It's been a pleasure.
Nickel, you
I'll
still
say
there?
adios to everybody.
All right. Happy Father's Day. And don't forget, keep stacking.
Take care, chat.
See ya.
Take care, y'all.